insect in Crete betrays how the ancient Greek Minoans went to America and returned. And of course, it's an insect that is associated only with tobacco, which we know was only found in the North American continent, and that the insect was brought back to Crete. We also know that this is not the first time we've heard about tobacco and Europe from the ancients, because we've had the Egyptian mummies that have been found to have nicotine from tobacco. Now we know that ancient Greek Minoans did a lot of traveling, a lot of trading. They're known as the Phoenicians, the Philistines. They were also giants, and the Philistines were associated with coming from Crete, as is even mentioned in the Old Testament of the Holy Bible. And one of these Philistines that's very known to us is Goliath and his 5 brothers. There were 5 brothers altogether, the David and Goliath story. This is one of the recent expeditions, the findings of Ashkelon, Israel, giant Philistines. You can see how huge this skeleton is. The head, the whole body. He was, I would say, over 150, well, I would say over half the body taller than today's humans. So they were pretty tall. And of course, most of these Philistines had 6 fingers and 6 toes, as did Goliath. And you'll see one of yesterday's videos, we have a statue with 6 fingers on the hands. And most historians just ignore that issue. But this is a trireme that they would have used. 3 layers of rowers on each side. This is a warship trireme, and it would have been different than a trading trireme, which would have had, of course, compartments for cargo and sleeping quarters and things like that. This is the Phaistos disc of ancient Cretan writing that was found in Phaistos, Crete. And let's remember that we had Spartans even traveling all the way up to Scandinavia, Scotland. Scotland is considered to be ancient Spartan colony. And they also from there hopped, skipped, and jumped to the Faroe Islands, to Iceland, to Greenland, and then to Newfoundland. And the DNA of ancient Minoans of Crete have been found in, especially in the North American Indians of the Great Lakes region. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. So this is fascinating because it's archaeology and our past history of anthropology. So what about this insect in the island of Thera? Thera we know is Santorini, which is just north of Crete. Now, what did the ancient Minoans bring from America when they returned? Could the following article be a proof or a strong indication that the Minoans went to America before Christopher Columbus? Is it just a theory or a completely non-existent article? So let's go and see what he says. The Minoans brought back tobacco and copper from America 3,700 years before Christopher Columbus. Now I'm translating this for you from a Greek articles. They had brought back tobacco from America, but an insect which is associated precisely with American tobacco was found buried in volcanic ash of Santorini, Thera, about 1450 BC. This is around, a lot of archaeologists believe that that's around the time of the exodus of Moses towards the Sinai Peninsula, that was around the time of the Santorini volcanic eruption. So this little insect, this tobacco insect, was buried in the volcanic ash of the Thera Santorini eruption. It was found in the Akrotiri area of Thera, Santorini, and its scientific name is Lasioderma sericorne, and it's the evidence that it belongs initially to America. And let's not forget that tobacco was not found in growing, it was not found to be taking in Europe and in the area of the time of 1450 BC. The 72-year-old British author, commander of submarines of the Royal Navy, writes in his book that the ancient Greek had one gene, is located today among Native Americans living in Lake Superior near the American-Canadian border, where identified rich copper deposits had been found, and ancient what should we call it? Mining tools. Now, in fact, he cites scientific research that proves that the unique purity of copper of the Great Lakes area matches the findings of the Uluburun shipwreck. The Uluburu ship is located in the Museum of Turkey, and it was found by sponge divers in 1982. It's a Minoan ship, and it belongs to the age of the Bronze Age. So did the Minoans know about tobacco? Well, since they found this insect that is tightly associated with tobacco from North America in the ash of the volcanic explosion of Santorini in 1400 BC, well, put two and two together. This insect is only found in the United States. So what happens? They brought tobacco to Greece, and they were trading tobacco. So that's another, of course, proof, that evidence that something should be done to research this aspect of ancient Greeks trading and even bringing back copper. And from what the archaeologists told us, a lot of copper was removed from the Great Lakes area, and ancient tools, mining tools, were found in some of these areas. Very strange. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.